And you've used Morris in the starting lineup, but then get Chicago, and then Kuz played the first game without him. How do you see just filling into that spot, Frank, and what's most important when AD doesn't play for the guys to collectively step up and do?
Well, everybody's got to play their game. We're not, these guys can't come in and try to be Anthony Davis. They just got to impact the game the way they're capable of. Whoever fills in, we're going to start Kuz tonight. But everybody, there's a lot of minutes there to go around. We'll see Taylor Horton Tucker more in the lineup, and obviously Keith and Wes and those guys will get more run as well. So, but Kuz will get the start, and look forward to seeing what he can do.
Frank, back-to-backs, the second game of back-to-back seemed to be a point of pride last year. I think you guys went 8-0 in those games before the bubble started. Just wondering what that is from a mentality standpoint and how much LeBron, who kind of seemed to take that even personally to an extent, matters in situations like that.
Yeah, he's always taken pride in that throughout his career. Just bring that extra energy on the second night. And, I think our guys follow suit. We have a lot of the younger players that I think will benefit from, some added minutes with Anthony being out. And, hopefully our group, is mad enough about last night's loss that, we bring the necessary energy to get a W tonight.
And
hi, Frank. If you don't mind indulging me on this, I know you have Detroit tonight, but you've experienced the Lakers-Celtics rivalry on both sides. You've seen it on both benches. What do you think makes that so special?
The Lakers-Celtics rivalry. Is it possible to shut it down until we finish this game? I know you got a story to do. I just had to throw it out there. What makes it special? Two of the most accomplished franchise in the history of the game. And obviously many of us that grew up in the 80s with the Birds teams against Magic's teams, that rivalry helping to rejuvenate a struggling league. And David Stern's marketing of those two stars, really just continued to grow, that rivalry. It goes back into the Red Auerbach days and, obviously, the Pierce Garnett, Ray Allen, Rondo teams, had some good battles with Kobe teams. And, it just seems like, there's a lot of history there. They're two of the best teams in the league right now, and should be a good matchup.
Thank you.
Kyle?
Hey, Frank.
Only Pistons question, Kyle.
I was looking for a little more information on AD and the nature of that injury. Was that something that he suffered last night? And then as a follow-up, he's only played one of your 4 back-to-backs in both games. And I'm wondering, has that been a part of a longer-term strategy, or has it just so happened that he just hasn't been available for those particular games?
Yeah, not part of the long-term strategy. He just got dinged up, around those games. And this happened, I believe, in the first quarter. I'm not sure exactly what play. But he came, he was hobbling for a few possessions, felt like he banged it, and then just played through the pain the rest of the night. And, obviously swelled up a little bit and had some discomfort this morning, so decided to hold him out.
If
Frank, LeBron's listed as questionable with that ankle. Just wanted to first, is he going to play?
He's going to play, yes.
And how is that ankle doing? Has it improved at all since, it's been 10 games or so since I think he initially tweaked it? And is there any consideration of giving him time at some point?
We talked about that. If it's necessary, we'll do that. He hasn't felt like it's necessary to miss a game. Still has some soreness in it, from time to time. He's playing on it every day. So, but it's nothing of a major concern.
Amari?
How's it going, Coach?
Good, how you doing?
How different is it game planning for Jeremy Grant now compared to back in September, just looking at how much he's expanded his offensive game since now?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I mean, we definitely didn't want to sleep on him when we're trying to figure out Joker and Jamal Murray last year, and all the firepower that team had. But we were aware of the ways he could hurt you. He's just doing it more here. He's more involved in the offense, and his usage is way up, and he's taking advantage of that and playing really efficient offensive basketball. So, slowing him down is a top priority for to try to get a W tonight. He's playing really good basketball.
Is there any surprise to see how much he's expanded his game since then, or is he just doing the things he was already doing and just doing it more since his role is a little bit bigger?
I was surprised how well he progressed from OKC to Denver, but the way he was playing last year, what he's doing this year doesn't surprise me at all. I think it was a good pickup for Detroit. He's really grown his game into one of the best players in the league.
Appreciate it.
Last two questions, Harrison.
Hey, Frank. I know it's early on in the season, but Alex Caruso's playing time is like slightly down from last year. I'm just curious, is that more of a function of how much talent you guys have on the roster, or is that the type of thing where you feel like he's kind of better in shorter bursts and able to save that energy? Or I was just curious about your thought process on like his minutes and maybe what he can do to get in the rotation more, if that's possible.
Yeah, Alex is just someone that obviously we trust and knows our system. We want to be able to preserve him, through the 7. He plays so hard. I am cognizant about not overdoing his minutes and getting him banged up and, putting him in a vulnerable position. We're trying to be intelligent with that while also, working in a lot of talented guys. Our depth is something that affords us that luxury, to make sure that we're not overdoing certain guys' minutes. And, so it's a little of both.
Last question, Nicole.
Hi, Coach from Puerto Rico.
Hello.
Hi. After the game last night facing Philly, one of the contenders of the East, what is your biggest learning to continue the winner road in the season?
Well, I think we learned that Philly is a heck of a basketball team, which we knew coming in, and we knew it was going to be a challenge. We were going to have to be at our best to beat them. We didn't play at our best last night. We were able to make a run late. But to beat a team like that on their home floor, you have to be at your best. And, it was a good barometer for us. But, I feel good about what we can accomplish. Like I said, if we play to our abilities.
Thank you.
Good there, Frank. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Will.